pitch a shutout, I wouldn't even be surprised if that happens. I mean, that really has been his MO, especially during this playoffs. You look at the numbers in the wins and you look at the numbers in the losses, and I guess the best analogy is like a great home run hitter who goes cold. That's been his MO, and I think you got to give him the chance to try to win 2 games in a row.
Yeah, you got to go down. You got to go down with the ship on that one. And I totally agree with you, Simmer, that you seal his fate if you go with Pickard tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Okay, pal. Thanks for the time as always. Have a great call, and let's just hope you've got 2 great calls this week coming up.
Yeah, you know, Nick, I got to go back to Edmonton anyway, so we might as well be doing a game.
Yeah, exactly. Thanks, Simmer.
All right, guys.
Thanks,
That
Simmer.
is Craig Simpson, Hockey Night in Canada.
Yeah, that's such a good point. I love the analogy of Skinner as a home run hitter. 3 true outcomes, just 2 true outcomes with him.
Win or lose?
It's going over the wall, or he ain't hitting it, ain't touching a pitch.
Yeah.
So, got to hit a couple home runs. You got to send Barry Bonds up there
And,
in these games, don't you?
I think a loss seals his fate too, right?
Yeah, we can't win with him.
You can't go 2 in a row. You
His
cannot
Oilers'
lose.
future is
Can't
on the
lose.
line.
Can't lose 2 finals
That's
in a
high
row
stakes.
as a starting goalie.
Borny and I talked about this on Friday, though, Kipper. Like, even if he wins these next 2 games, if they win the cup, like, do you have to consider getting another guy too? Like,
You're like, we had to go to Calvin Pickard in the Stanley Cup final. Are
like
we
we've
sure
had
he's our
how
guy?
many times have they had to
If they
pull him?
win.
I know those, but like you
Really
don't,
good problem to have.
for sure. But don't you need another option? Like, these playoffs are such a roller coaster
Yeah.
ride with these 2 goalies every year.
But you don't have to make that one in August
No,
or
of
September
course
or
not.
Christmas. You can take it
But I'm
for
just saying.
60 games.
Top UFA is Jake Allen.
This is a
Samson up at least.
It's just a high. They would continue the former Leafs thing. It's just a high stress situation at all times. Like when you're asking who you're starting in net in Game 6
And they're both
of
healthy.
the Stanley Cup Final, it's like holy. But
I just think that while the focus will for sure be on goaltending as much as anything else, they just got some cleaning up to do in front of whoever's in net.
Yeah.
And I really like Bouchard. I do.
Absolutely.
And
I can't believe how much I've come around on
I
him.
get the value, but oh my God, was he horrible in Game 5.
I mean, anytime your top guy plays a ton against a good team,
Yeah.
there's going to be nights it ain't pretty.
But there were some times when I would watch him, even on a power play, go back, and I don't know who the penalty killer was, but he's giving up the inside to go get the puck first, and he actually peeled on the outside and watched a Panther go get the puck first, and I'm like, that you cannot find one Florida Panther that would ever bail on going to get the puck first, not one. And that to me was just not a good sign.
It feels remarkable that it's just 3-2. Like, it feels like Florida has controlled so much of the series.
it feels like 3-1 because of that insane comeback. Like that, like the series was over after the first period of Game 4.
It feels like Florida.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it feels like it should be.
Yeah.
But we're heading back to Florida, and I'm sure. I don't know.
Win one game, man. Hockey's stupid.
Win one game, and then you have a Game
Was it
7
Boston?
on home ice.
Boston won Game 6 in St. Louis to bring it back to Boston.
Well,
And then St.
and
Louis still-
you know, to make it about the Leafs again, they went in, they won a huge game there, 2-0.
This
Right?
is playing out.
Nobody saw that. Nobody saw the Leafs going in, coming off an embarrassing Game 5 to shut them out 2-0.
Maybe
see
the
what-
best game in the Matthews Marner era by
See what-
like the way they
Yes.
played.
Without a doubt.
Yeah.
See what Kachuk said today?
Yeah, I did.
He said that they knew outside of the Oiler rematch in the final that their toughest series would be the first one against Tampa Bay. And it's like such a
I respect the hell out of
such
that.
a randomly slanderous.
So 6 teams in NHL history have won Game 6 on the road to force a Game 7 in the Stanley Cup Final, with the most recent instance being the 2019 Bruins, the Lightning in 2004, 2001 Avalanche, 64 Leafs, 45 Red Wings, and 42 Leafs. And the other one is 4 of those teams went on to win the Cup. The Oilers can become the second team in Stanley Cup playoff history to force a Game 7 in consecutive Stanley Cup Finals. The only other team to do it is Montreal versus the Red Wings in 54 and 55. So there's a little bit of what's at stake.
54 4:55.
Yeah.
Who could forget them?
The Star and Newsy alone. So yeah, that hasn't happened a lot. So there you go. Anyways,
All
game
right.
time.
Game time.
Do it.
It's game time. Presented by Bet365. Visit the app for latest odds and find out why it's ever ordinary at Bet365. Mr. 19 plus. Ontario only.
Hey, what do you think?
Please
JJ
play
Spawn-
responsibly.
What do you think JJ Spawn was pre-U.S. Open?
I could probably look that up, but I mean, I would probably say in the 60 to 1, 70 to 1 range.
Yeah. You guys
Maybe-
watch any of that?
I fell asleep.
Oh, did you
the-
really? Yeah.
I did.
Busy couple days or what?
No, it was the stupid rain delay.
Kipper, they came back at 5:40 p.m.
How long was the rain delay?
Like an
Too
hour.
long.
Yeah, plenty of time to fall asleep.
Yeah.
But it's funny, like Gunner, I did a golf show with him today. Shameless plug. He said he woke up from a nap and they were showing Tiger Woods at the U.S. Open. He's
yeah.
like, "What the hell? What year is this?"
I forgot that Tiger made like a 60-foot eagle putt
Yes.
to win.
Yes.
I-
No, it was to take the lead
it
on
was only
Saturday.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, it was on
Yeah,
Saturday.
yeah.
That was Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he was +2 at the time or something.
Yeah. Whatever it was,
Anyways,
crazy.
checking in on the Conn Smythe because Simmer mentioned that the Marchand is now the second favorite at +450. Sam Bennett is minus money, -200 for Sam Bennett. If you think that the Edmonton Oilers are going to come back in this series, you'd have to think that either one of Connor McDavid or Leon Draisaitl are going to be otherworldly in these next two games. You're never going to see a better price for Connor McDavid than this at +700 for the Conn Smythe. Leon Draisaitl +750, and then it falls off a cliff. So Bet365 is thinking it's either going to be Bennett, Marchand, Connor, or Leon, and that seems right. So that's that. And then the line for tomorrow night, the Florida Panthers are heavy favorites. -150 tomorrow night. The Edmonton Oilers +125 on the other side of the money line. So
Can't kill the Oilers.
Bet365 is thinking that tomorrow night
cockroaches.
could be the night. Anyways, that was game time presented by Bet365. Visit the app for latest odds and find out why it's never ordinary. Bet365, it's 19 plus. Ontario only. Please play responsibly.
So, for Conn Smythe, quick conversation before we go to break.
Yeah.
Okay. If we were to split up 4 rounds and we were to give a percentage of importance in each,
Love this
is it 25, 25, 25, 25? Is it 15? And then a gradual up to the final? So
It is.
where is Marchand to steal this Conn Smythe if, in fact, they win in Game 6? Where is he with his performance in the final that he could actually steal it from Sam Bennett, who basically had it wrapped up prior to Saturday night?
Love that question.
15, 25, 30, 40. I think my math is good on that. Like, does that get us there? It does.
You nailed it.
No. Did I?
I don't know.
Close.
We're-
I think I might be 110.
I'm not here because I was
So,
an
like-
athlete.
So
It actually does.
should-
It's not right. 10, 20,
should
30,
a
40?
Stanley Cup final have as much as half baked into a Conn Smythe announcement?
I think that's reasonable. Yeah.
50.
Jake just buzzed me here and said your math was 115. So,
How about 10, 20, 30, 40? Okay, that's right. That's
okay. I think that's severely underselling how long of a grind it is to playoff win all this. Like, I think maybe it should be 30% in the final. Like, the thing that with the NBA that I hate is like, oh, it's the finals MVP, and that's like they do the Eastern Conference MVP in the final thing. But like, I like how every round
like
is
the
incredibly
NBA's
important.
way.
You do?
I
No,
do.
I think it really matters. Like, every round
Yeah.
is so hard to
Like-
get there. I don't know. First round may be the hardest round at times.
I lean towards Sammy. Like, Florida wins tomorrow night. Marchand's got another goal. Bennett doesn't.
2 points.
I'm still
Marchand to
leaning
get
towards Sam Bennett.
I think it's Bennett too. Bennett to me has been the bulldozer,
Yes.
clearing the way for them to file in behind him. To me, he's
Over
been
2 months.
Their personality, he has defined who they are.
Yeah,
Love
I
it.
agree.
And he also eliminated Stolarz early, which helped.
Oh, yeah.
All right, let's take a quick break. And when we return, we'll chat up a little bit on the Olympic rosters that have